Oh yeah, Black Nerds Talk. Here we go. So we got Mr. Kenley Tang, the gaming genius.
Okay, well, that's too much expectations out of me. Like,
no, 100%. I wouldn't call you that.
I'm pressure right now. Anxiety is just like
never that
ramping up.
And then he died.
Yeah. Right.
We got Gabriel again. Someone who's very insightful when it comes to comic books and anime. I would say he's a high connoisseur when it comes to these things, and
I see what you did there.
He's always providing excellent insight when it comes to this stuff. So one of the things I want to open up with is just asking Ken how he feels about photorealism when it comes to video games.
Well, I don't know. I don't have like particular.
And how it's moving in that direction. There we go.
I mean, I don't have a particular feeling about it. Like, it's not negative, it's not positive in that sense. I think that's just the way the industry is going, from my personal experience. But at the same time, I don't think that it's going to keep improving as much as it has been improving lately. Because the thing is, I mean, we've had like a huge technological leap, but like,
quantum practically.
When you look at the rumored specs on PS4, PS5, and Xbox, like the new
whatever they call it.
Yeah, whatever they call it, like something S. I don't like right now. I'm not even into like the new consoles, to be honest with you. It's like I'm too broke for this. But I should be actually as a student.
I actually have a question for you when it comes to the consoles. But go on.
So the thing is, I feel like where we've reached the point where the momentum in technological leaps are gonna kind of
plateau
a little bit. Not plateau entirely. I don't think that it's ever gonna plateau really. But we're getting to a point where where we've reached new heights continuously in a very, very high speed. But I feel like at this point now it's gonna kind of scale back a little bit. When it comes to resolution and stuff. Because I mean 4K is a pretty big thing, but still it's not globally adopted.
I can't even tell between like I can't even tell when it's 4K or not.
Well, there is actually a difference when it actually is natively 4K in that sense. If it's upscaled, it's kind of like games that were made in 720p that were upscaled to 1080.
And then
it's like you can't see the difference because the native resolution is not like what it should be.
It's not built for it.
Exactly. It was upscaled basically. So but I've seen games in 4K. And like that were made for 4K, and it looks amazing. And the thing is, it's pretty subtle, but you kind of still feel it when you're playing it, because it's less about like things that you see directly like in front of you, things that you have emphasis on, like your character or stuff like that. But it's more so like the depth of field. You see a lot further. There's a lot more like small details and stuff, less blur. But I think that we're reaching the point where I think we're coming back to putting emphasis on performance. So a lot of people have been complaining about 4K, being locked at 30 FPS. Whereas when you look at PC gaming, all games are running at 60 FPS nowadays. It's like personally, it doesn't bother me. But the problem is that now on consoles, there's a lot of games where they try to make it look pretty, but it's running at 30 FPS, but not really. It's kind of running at like under 30 FPS, it's like 27, 28, 29, 30, and it's very noticeable because it doesn't feel good. Games are like truly always running at 30 FPS, which is extremely rare nowadays, where they actually run perfectly at 30 FPS, are pretty fine in my opinion. But then you look at games like fucking Metal Gear Solid 5 and Phantom Pain.
This game again.
It's so optimized.
You would actually enjoy it.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
stealth. Because you like stealth.
Yeah, it's like mechanically speaking, the game is absolutely flawless. It works so well. I can understand like criticism of people saying oh, this is open world, or okay, well, story was not complete or something like that. But honestly, I mean, if you're a person who likes playing games for what they are, not necessarily always what they could have been, what they are. You look at things objectively in a way. Ironic that I'm saying objectively when like liking a game is subjective, but like when you kind of look at it, take a step back. Exactly, it is an amazing game, and like I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but a lot of people have been saying how it's worse than Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm sorry to say, if you were to give me the choice of playing Metal Gear Solid 1 the rest of my life or Phantom Pain, I would take Phantom Pain every single time. Because I know that a lot of people have not revisited Metal Gear Solid 1
Mm.
in a long time. You know, they kind of have like this really fond memory of this legendary game,
Yeah.
and I had it for a long time too.
Mm.
Until I went back to play it recently, and I don't know if you
I
recently,
vaguely remember you.
maybe like over like maybe half a year or a
Mm.
little bit more. In fact, I was pissed off. I
Wow.
was cursing, and reason being that there was input lag.
Oh,
It was
input
input lag,
lag.
so although the game was not made in a way that it's tank controls, it felt like tank controls because of how unresponsive it was. Everything felt
Clunky.
clunky, sloppy. I mean, I still love the game. I think I'd rather like rewatch it than play it.
So
Yeah.
like, I guess you could say it didn't age well.
It didn't age well. It did not
Some
age
games
well.
that happen too.
A lot of people are still, kind of defending that, saying, "Oh no, it's better than the Phantom Pain, blah blah blah. Phantom Pain story was not complete because they fired." Like, I don't care.
Like I actually, sorry for my intro.
Go.
I actually feel that way because I played the X collection, and you and I are huge Mega Man X fans.
Yes, Mega Man. You
and
kids
like,
have to actually play Mega Man.
so many
X.
kids I
I
know
didn't know
don't
you were
know
such a
about
fan of
Mega
Mega
Man.
Man, actually.
Sorry.
I didn't know that.
What?
I mean, I was making
Yeah.
sprites and stuff in Mega
Yeah.
Man. I was like hardcore fan.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mega Man is the shit.
And like playing them, X3 specifically,
Mhm.
did not age well.